Yo, what's going on YouTube? This shit gonna be quick and simple. Exactly what happened today, I'm gonna explain. So let's start off with the first trade and why I closed where I closed. Anyways, if we're talking about the bias, we can talk about ES and NQ. So on NQ bias today was short. How do we know? This breaker of structure right here on the 4 hour was short. Same thing right here. But the 1 hour also told me, hey, it's bullish today. How do we know? This fair value gap right here, you see that? Boom. And also look from this candle. These two candle was after market. Anyways, this was happening halfway through the market. Anyways, this one is still in the fair value gap. This one already disrespected it. So I was like, okay, the 4 hours are telling me is bearish, but I gotta see what the 1 hour is saying. So the 1 hour ended up breaker. I mean, in IFEG, the 1 hour ended up making off a lot of fair value gap going to the upside. Also, we had an IFEG, and we're in the fair value gap from the 4 hour, which you can see right there. And then on ES, if you can see, this one went all the way down. If you go on the 1 hour, what does that make it? A liquidity sweep, and then IFEG, and then a bunch of fair value gap stacked up. You see that one right there, and then another one here. Same thing on NQ. The one right here, and then another one right here. Anyways, and then I was waiting for Noose to finish, and I thought Noose would close above here so I can target all these. And it ended up not closing above. So I was waiting for it to close above these fair value gap on the 1 hour, but it ended up not closing. So I was like, okay, I might need to look for bearish now. So what happened was on the 5 minute, actually on the 1 minute, we had a whole setup ready to go for bullish. It was around here. This is ES. It was on NQ actually. We had an IFEG right here, breakout structure, whatever. And then we were just waiting for one more confluence. Yeah, this fair value gap got tapped, but ES didn't do nothing. So I was like, hey, I'm not gonna risk it. It was actually, hold on. I think we have a missing candle. Hold on. What's that? Did we miss a trade on ES? No. Yeah, I was right. So no type of confirmation, nothing at all. No fair value gap, no equilibrium. So I didn't take a trade because of ES was holding me back to take this trade right here. But it could have been a great trade. Some people took it. It was this one right here. It could have been a great trade right here. You could have done this. That's a good trade right there. Anyways, news was coming here. So like after that happened, it ended up hitting this. I was like, okay, like the only option we have is we have a breaker structure on here. And then now we're just waiting for this fair value gap to get respected. It got respected. It ended up getting respected. I think it was, hold on. Yeah, this IFEG. So it ended up getting respected on both actually, I believe. Yeah, it was on both. But also we had 8 minutes left for news. So I was like, okay, let me wait. So news came right here. You see that? And the 5 minute reversed, like to the downside, a breakup structure to the downside. I was like, okay, what's going on? So on the 1 minute, we had an A plus setup. Even news came after whatever, and this came, and I could have entered right here, but I was like, no, let me wait at least for a breakup structure to the downside. Big candle came. I was like, yeah, let me get in the bus. I got in, and then I took it right here. I took it out right here, and you say why? Cause on ES, it ended up reversing it. Where was it? It was right here to here. We ended up getting an IFEG, so I was like, hey, I think it's better for me to take that trade right here and take it out. I took it out right here. After that, I waited. After that, I waited for this equilibrium to get tapped because we already have a breakup structure on the 5 minute, and then ES ended up getting to this fair value gap, and then the equilibrium too, and I was looking at the RR. ES had the better RR, so I ended up taking that, and not just that, ES was already leading if I'm not wrong. But yeah, this was a trade on ES. Stop loss was actually right here at 1,233, and then moved it here after taking partial. And then after I saw this candle come up all the way here, I ended up putting it break even. The same thing on the other accounts. But on this one, I didn't really put it break even myself. Like I thought of it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it out as soon as I get up here. So because I don't know how trading view, limit, stop, whatever it works. But yeah, it ended up going back to this fair value gap. Ended up coming to this fair value gap, respected it. I was like, okay, good. This is a good trade. But look at this. This is nuts. Anyways, And then on NQ, the reason I didn't take that trade is because, as you can see, equilibrium right here happening, and then this candle just dumped all the way down. I was like, I don't think this is worth it to even take this trade right here, because I was targeting for, I believe it was, I can't even move it. So I was okay. So I was targeting for this. I was like, that don't look too good. Then after that, I was like, this is a negative RR. Let me see what ES got. Then I realized ES was the one that's leading. I was like, okay, let me take that trade. It looks way better. Um, but stop loss could have been here. A 1-to-1 risk to reward, not just the best. Like it's not the best, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The one thing I like now is the fact that I take literally partials and put it break even. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much I'm making. It's all about, hey, did you get something out of it? You know, like I'm not aiming for a certain amount of money. It's just, you know, like just learn over time. Like I get it, to get a lot of break even is bad, because sometimes, like you see this, I could have put this one on break even, the first trade on ES. I could have put it on break even. It could have came and took me out at right here. But like sometimes if it makes sense, yeah, you shouldn't have break even, you know? Like this 1 minute it made sense, but also it was risky for me. And not just that, the 15-minute also helped me. So after that 15-minute inverse this, we had a fair value gap. It tapped into here for the equilibrium on the 5-minute. I was like, okay, this is fair. So either way, if I put my stop loss above here, it was safe like way before, because that counts as a liquidity sweep, I guess. But yeah, you guys have a good one. That's it.